What's up, Money Moicano here, and if you are watching this channel, you're doing good. If you remember last video, I said Terrance Mckinney is a lock. Terrance Mckinney is going to win because his opponent is very bad. There is no way Terrance Mckinney is losing to this guy, and I tell you why. Today, UFC Vegas. Rafael de los Anjos versus Vicente Luque recap. Stay tuned. Boa intro, hein? Boa intro. E aí você põe no vídeo. Boa intro. What's up, everybody? First of all, YouTube demonetized me, so you guys are not watching ads.
It's been a long...
But guess what? I will still do my diligent job, diligent work, inform you guys the best fights, and doing my commentary on live stream. If you want to support the channel, please check the link on the description and consider to join my Patreon so we don't depend on YouTube, and consider go to moneymoicano.com. Sick merch, my brother, sick merch, the best merch in the business. So check the link, Patreon is over there, and help us to create more content. We have a lot of content on Patreon. And guess what, guess what? Vicente Luque just showed a masterful performance yesterday. I say some people say he's a rob. I'm gonna go in deep after I do the full recap of the night. Stay tuned, First fight of the night, Luana Santos from Brazil. She was doing his debut on UFC and she got the TKO. And man, they were very bad at striking. I think they are good at grappling. In that fight, just show they are bad on striking, but I hope she is still young, she's still new, and she still shows some heart on the fight, and I hope she does well in UFC. Moving on, Blackshear versus Jose Johnson was a masterful performance, classic performance. He did very good job with the takedown, and guess what? Got a twister, brother. Twister is a very hard move to get. I remember when Korean Zombie got the twister, I think was on the Mexican Do you guys remember back in the day? That's a beautiful position, and Blackshear got the bonus. Good for him, because Moicano didn't get the bonus. You know, Moicano wants money. Keep going. We have Jaqueline Amorim versus Montserrat Ruiz. That fight impressed me a lot because Montserrat Ruiz, she's a very tough girl, very good grappler, and Jaqueline Amorim just dominated her in the first 2 rounds. Very good jiu-jitsu. Man, it was a beautiful performance by Amorim, and she got the KO in the ground and pound on the 3rd round. After she was getting dominated on the 3rd round, she pulled guard. I didn't like that too much, but her jiu-jitsu is incredible. She swiped her, got the mount, and beat the other girl up. Not beat the other girl up, okay? Don't be too strong about that statement, but she made a little bit of damage and the referee stopped the fight, okay? So, it was a beautiful performance. I think Jaqueline Amorim will do good on UFC because her jiu-jitsu is very impressive for sure. Moving on, Buday versus Parisian. I'm not gonna even talk about the fight, okay, my brother? It's a very hard to see a guy like that get a Kimura, but it was a terrible fight. Let's be honest. Going to the next fight, Dulgarian versus Francis Marshall was a domination. I think this guy, he could be a problem, even though he's not that young anymore. He's still a prospect. Now 6-0. Got his debut in UFC and was an impressive performance. His takedowns, very good. You could see DC was biased. DC was talking a lot of his wrestling just because the guy is from wrestling. Sometimes this is not good, my brother. This is not good, but this is not up to me. I'm just giving my insight, my brother. Keep professional, keep professional, keep clean. Don't be too biased, okay? That's my only advice to you, but I'm not financial advisor, my brother. I'm not UFC commentary. I'm YouTube commentary, my brother. Put some respect in my name. If you like my YouTube commentary, let me know in the comments below. Moicano is the best YouTube commentary. like button, share, help us. Let's go. Next fight of the night, that was the lock, my brother. If you are watching the videos, you know what I say. There is no way Terrance Mckinney lose to Mike Breeden. No disrespect at all. His opponent is very bad. I am just calling the shots. I am just talking about what I see. And this guy, unfortunately for him, doesn't belong to UFC. I think now 3 losses in the UFC, right? 3 losses on the UFC. Most likely he will get cut, unfortunately for him. But I hope he finds success in another profession, because he truly is not good. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but it is what it is, my brother. You don't belong to UFC, and I knew that before the fight, and that's why I told you. Terrance Mckinney minus 200 and something for the fight was free money, and it was. That was the lock of the night. Keep watching the videos, watch the whole videos, don't skip ads. Remember, YouTube demonetized me, so you're not gonna have to skip ads because I don't have ads anymore. Consider to join Patreon, okay? Moving on, Marcus Mcghee versus JP Buys. Very good performance. I don't remember too much of the fight, so I'm not gonna talk because I was driving while watching, so I'm not sure about the fight. Let's keep going. So, Josh Fremd and Jamie Pickett was an okay fight, unanimous decision. James Pickett, he was done, brother, in that fight, because on the 3rd round, he was losing arguably 2 rounds, and he was shooting for takedowns in the 3rd. Very, very, very good strategy, very good gameplay inside the fight. If you're losing, if you're gonna shoot for takedowns, Rafael dos Anjos did that on the 50th round, and I think that's not smart at all. But guess what? I'm another coach. I'm not your friend, and I really don't care. So let's keep going. AJ Dobson against Tafon and Nchukwi. Unanimous decision. Okay fight, not great fight. I don't know where put these guys on the division, so I'm not gonna talk a lot about the fight. After that, Iasmin Lucindo versus Polyana Viana. That's a good one to talk about the referee, brother, because the referee hit a huge mistake on round 1. Polyana Viana got the takedown. She was looking very good on the 1st round, and the referee, for no reason, put the fight back on the stand-up, and that was very bad for Polyana Viana. And Lucindo submitted her in the 2nd round. Polyana Viana was showing improvements on the striking, and she was controlling on the ground. She was looking really good, but looks like she get a little bit of tired. She gets out, and I think was due to the referee stand them up, okay? I'm not sure. I think Polyana Viana still have future, but she have to work on his cardio, okay? Good fight for Lucindo, and 2 Brazilians. That's good because 1 Brazilian win, or another lose, so 1 Brazilian win at least, okay? Moving on, Khalil Rountree versus Chris Daukaus. Guess what? I think Chris Daukaus has to start looking for other jobs too. He's coming from 4 losses. Maybe he has a chance because he has a little name. He's not big name in UFC, but people know him. He got some knockouts, but 4 in a row. Yesterday on the cage, looks like he was about to retire because he took off his gloves, but nobody gave him a chance to speak, so that's good for him because he didn't retire. But I strongly advise him to look for other options as a job, because 4 losses in a row is very tough, you know, and I don't know if UFC is going to cut him or not. I hope not, but maybe. So stay tuned, motherfucker. Start to look for application jobs, okay? Khalil Rountree, big knockout. Chris Daukaus was finding success with the right hand. He was doing okay, but Khalil Rountree, sometimes he just show up in a killer mood, and yesterday was like that. Big straight left and huge knockout for him. Moving on to the most controversy of the card. Me personally, I pick Dawodu to win because Cub Swanson is 39 years old and he is not on his prime anymore. But to be honest, I was glad that the judges and the referees helped Cub on this one. for me, was a matter of the first round, because second round was clearly Dawodu. Third round was clearly Cub Swanson with the takedown, the domination. And the first round, Cub Swanson was winning, but I think Dawodu steal the round. That being said, that was not a robbery, but Dawodu got robbed. You know what I mean? That was not a robbery, close decision, but was an unanimous decision for Cub Swanson, and I'm happy. I'm happy because motherfucker deserves. He has a beautiful career, a legend, but 39 start to getting too tough for a featherweight, okay? But that being said, I remember that I recommend a parlay, Terrance Mckinney, Dawodu, and Vicente Luque, and that would cash out really big, motherfucker. Remember, don't bet. It is what it is, but I still think Dawodu was a good pick because he was younger, the way he was fighting, but he waits too much, my brother, too much. You have to do something, you have to work on something. He had Cub Swanson hurt a couple times and he didn't take advantage of that because his style is too stationary. He fights like a Muay Thai, but this is not a Muay Thai, this is MMA. And on the third round, I think was the impact of the fight because the third round was a domination by Cub and they give him the fight. That being said, was not a robbery, but Dawodu got robbed. And guess what? My picks were robbed too. Close fight though. And let's move on to this fight. Brother, was easily the best victory of Vicente Luque career. Not only because RDA is a legend and he's very tough grappler, but because Luque just show up how good he is and made the right improvements. Luque used to be a striker, brother, a brawler. Not only a striker, because he was always technical, but he always was used to fight in the pocket because he used. So I think that's a very tough situation to say, but I will say maybe the injury on his brain helped him to get even better because back in the day he used to be a brawler, but fight in the pocket because he has such a power in knockout and his chin was so good that he was willing to take a punch to knock the guy out. So he was always getting punched and punched the guy, always in wars, always fighting in the pocket. That's very, very hard on your body, on your brain. And yesterday, he fought smart as my brother. Beautiful performance, like composing, beautiful striking, popping the jab, kicking, moving the head. And the most important thing, my brother, using advantage of the cage, using the cage work, using the footwork, taking Rafael dos Anjos down several times, when Rafael dos Anjos got his back, like his back escape was good, his stand-up was good, his cardio was unbelievable, even though Rafael dos Anjos is not on his prime, he's old, right now, he's still competitive, he still belongs to UFC, but I think 170 is just too much for him, he's small for 170, but I guess it's very hard for him to make 155. So I don't know what's next for Rafael dos Anjos. I want to watch Vicente Luque against Wonderboy, even though Wonderboy has a fight. Let's see if Vicente Luque fights Sean Brady next or Stephen Thompson. I would like to see Stephen Thompson more, to see his evolution, to see Vicente Luque put him on the ground and beating him up and get the submission. And I think Vicente Luque now is gonna show how good he is and gonna evolve. Man, that's awesome to watch the evolution of the game of Vicente Luque. I hope UFC gives him a very good name and not a crazy name like Hakhmanov or these guys, I want UFC build him up because he is a good product for the UFC, well-spoken, speak Portuguese, speak Spanish, speak English, still very young, still very competitive, evolving, So congratulations, Vicente Luque, and I hope we get him on the podcast next week, okay? So if you like the video, click the off the like button, my brother. YouTube is trying to demonetize me, but I need you to help me. Click on the link on the Patreon, buy the merch, moneymoicano.com. like, and comment. Ah, Moicano, I don't have money to buy the merch. That's easy, my brother. Just click the like button, comment, and you're going to help me. And remember, you see that glove? This glove punches you out several times in the face. I will do a giveaway on Patreon when you get 1,000 subscribers on Patreon. When you get 1,000 subscribers on Patreon, somebody's getting this glove, okay? See you guys. Very good video, very good show. We're going live today night at 7, Sunday, to talk about the recap, to talk about the fights. And we're going live more and more, and we need you, my brother, to help us to bump up the algorithm. Very good video. See you, mother. Peace out.